around this, revolving around the sun in this huge vastness of the universe. And it was that orientation which I brought back with me from my trip west, and that was where my running was leading, and that was where the spirit was leading, was to orient me towards our deep reality, which is that we are creatures of the universe, and we are here, and we are this little tiny creature on this little tiny planet, but we are also the vastness of the universe out of which this is created. And so this is what my running was actually leading me to, was this idea. And here we are at the marathon, all of us together, celebrating this life that's emerged out of the universe. And so to me it was all one whole. My artwork comes from the same place that the running comes from, and that is this sense of mystery of life, and this sense that I had very early in life of this presence in the sunlight, in the chestnut tree. It was as though that was kind of with me and guiding me towards the running, and that was what I was expressing as I ran across the fields with the running. And that's also the place from where the art comes. It's not so much that I do art, it's that it comes through me in this this sense of whatever it is. And when I sit down to do my art, and say I'm sitting by a window or I'm sitting outside and the sun is coming down, and I feel the same sense of peace and the same sense of presence and the same sense of quiet joy, really, and it just comes, and somehow it just comes through my fingers and through my mind. It's not something I decide or something I rationally do. It was like the marathon. I didn't decide to do that. It was something that just came through me and said, I want to be, this is what I want to be. And so the art comes the same way. It just comes, and to me it's an expression of this whole universal mystery. I mean, what are we doing here anyway? How is it that we even have fingers and hands, and how is it that we have minds and we have a body and we exist in this way? I mean, we didn't put ourselves here. We're here, and this creative thing comes through us. And when we do what we love to do, whatever it is, we're expressing that love and we're expressing that creativity of the very universe itself. And so it's just a matter of letting it flow through you. We all have this. We're all part of this. So the art is just a natural extension of that, and it comes from exactly the same place as the running. Well, when I sculpt, I have an idea of what it is I want to sculpt, a human figure. I have a feeling of how that human figure feels from the inside. I studied art for a long time, and I studied anatomy at the Boston Museum of Fine Arts School, so I know anatomy, but I also have an inward feel of how it feels, how for a dancer to dance, or a runner, or people crossing the finish line, or whatever I'm sculpting, is someone laying down, or an interaction, or a portrait. Actually, if I'm doing a portrait of someone, I feel the same thing. I'm there and I'm looking at that person's face, and to me that person is beautiful, and that person is a manifestation of the miracle of all of existence. And I feel that love. It is a love that kind of surrounds us, and somehow it comes through into my hands and into the clay. And so I try to express in the clay not only what I see, but also the feeling of the person and the feeling of whatever it is that I'm working on. And when I paint, I do the same thing. This incredible beauty that I see, even in the smallest things. I could paint a picture of the dirt, the patterns of dirt on the road,